Welcome back to our channel, and thank you for tuning in and thank you for supporting us. But if you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please encourage us by doing so that we can bring you the latest news as they come up. And together, we shall support our great leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB, and Eastern Security Network to make our Biafran dream a reality. Ise. Shameless Buhari impostor and Abubakar Malami frustrated as their plans to trigger violent protests in southeast region of Biafra land fails because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and they want to use that opportunity to kill Igbo youths because they have already planted the Fulani terrorist soldiers in all the military barracks in Biafra land. And they have given them order from the army chief, a Fulani Janjaweed, and they plan also to use a military helicopter to bomb Biafra land and kill innocent Biafra. But that plan failed. It failed. It failed, and the Fulani soldiers are not happy. They are weeping. According to reports, Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria, HORIWA, has warned the Fulani Nigerian jihadist government that disrespecting the binding judgment of the Court of Appeal on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and going ahead to appeal the ruling at the Supreme Court amounts to illegal sacrilege. Malami, the quota system, Nigerian Attorney General of the Federation, and his slave boy, Buhari impostor, that he recruited from Niger Republic, are promoting impunity, perfidy, and unconstitutionality in Nigeria. That is why Nigeria is a zoo country. The Fulani Nigerian jihadist government's disobedience to the definitive verdict of the appellate court shows their deep-seated hatred of the Igbo ethnic nationality. Buhari impostor and Abubakar Malami are aware of the probable explosive security implications for Ndi Igbo of the continuous illegal detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but they did not budge, but damned the consequences on purpose. They were hoping that civil unrest or riotous protests will break out in the whole of Southeast, so that their Fulani terrorist soldiers that have been drafted into Biafran land and kept waiting at the barracks, military barracks, all around Biafra land, to have an incredible excuse to kill off Igbo youth. But Almighty ⵛukwu disappointed Buhari impostor and the terrorist Abubakar Malami. In the case of Academic Staff Union of Nigerian Universities, the Fulani Nigerian government, after they had won against ASU at the National Industrial Court, and ASU took them to the appeal court, the Fulani Nigerian government argued that ASU could not institute any application for stay of execution or appeal the ruling unless it first of all respects the decision of the court by resuming back to classes. They forced the lecturers to resume. And Ariwa wondered how such a roguish Fulani jihadist Nigerian government with two morally self-contradictory standards over the same related issues of respecting judgment before an appeal is now before the Supreme Court to deny Mazi Nnamdi Kanu of his constitutionally guaranteed fundamental freedom, as reinstated by the Court of Appeal. Oriwa said, by this act, the useless Fulani Nigerian jihadist government has brought shame and opprobrium to the already battered image of the zoo called Nigeria, internationally and locally. An online viral video by a trigger-happy Fulani terrorist soldier was circulated on social media, where the Fulani terrorist Nigerian soldier was seen boasting about how he will kill Biafrans in the southeast region because they were hoping that Biafrans would protest if the Fulani Nigerian government refused to obey the appeal court order. The Fulani terrorist soldier is a recently recruited repentant Fulani terrorist into the Nigerian army, and he was bragging, holding his AK-47, brand new AK-47, strapped around his neck, that Biafrans would see hell. But thank God, ⵛukwu disappointed them. The Fulani Nigerian soldiers were not happy because they thought Biafrans would protest the non-release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from the DSS illegal detention, so that they will start killing innocent Biafran youths. According to source, the Fulani terrorist soldiers were briefed by the Fulani Nigerian Army Chief, Lieutenant General Yahya Farouk. They were directed to shoot at sight once Igbo youths start to protest in southeast region. But thank God, their plans did not succeed. The shameless Fulani Nigerian government appealed the Court of Appeal judgment, which freed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The Fulani terrorist Nigerian Minister of Injustice, Abubakar Malami, made the appeal at the Supreme Court on October 19, 2022, begging the Supreme Court to stay execution of the October 13 Court of Appeal judgment that freed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from all charges. The shameless Fulani terrorist Malami begged the Supreme Court for help by faulting the Court of Appeal judgment and claimed that the Court of Appeal erred when it faulted the manner Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was brought back to Nigeria. After Mazi Nnamdi Kanu escaped the state-sponsored murder at his home at Afaroku in Umuahia, Abia State, in 2017. Abubakar Malami has never taken any Fulani bandits or Boko Haram terrorists to court before. He has never done that. Rather, he was releasing them into Nigerian society and paying them compensation for killing Nigerians. The truth is that The Fulani Nigerian government can never win any case against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because Buhari impostor and Abubakar Malami cannot kidnap someone in another country and take him to court. That is outright abuse of due process. However, the Fulani Nigerian jihadist government can continue to press charges against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but they must first release him. And it should be established that he was released from the custody of criminal DSS. Not like the one they will release. As the person is coming out of court, they will arrest him again. No, that's not the type we want. Malami has shown that Fulani lawyers are fake, clueless, and incompetent. And they will only drag the name of Nigeria and the legal profession into the mud. Keeping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu illegally in detention and appealing his release at the Supreme Court shows that Malami is a useless and shameless clown who is a big disgrace to the Nigerian's legal leadership position. In a sane country, by now, he would have been debarred and his legal license revoked from him. After so much pressure and threats, the Supreme Court has now fixed October 24, 2022, which is this Monday, for the hearing of the Fulani Nigerian government's appeal against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's release. But they will fail. They will fail. Two Fulani Nigerian National Identity Management Commission staff were caught at Gagamari IDP camp in Niger Republic, registering large numbers of foreigners, Fulani foreigners, as Nigerian citizens. Imagine that. The clueless Nigerian government that have run Nigerian aground economically is seeking the help of Nigerians to pay Central Bank of Nigeria's 20 trillion naira loan, full repayment in 40 years. Over the last 7 years, since Buhari impostor came into power in 2015, the Fulani rubber stamp Central Bank of Nigeria has lent the Fulani Nigerian government over 22 trillion naira because the loan have become a burden. The Fulani Nigerian government have decided to raise the loan. They have decided to raise the repayment from Nigerians in the form of a bond. Thank you, my brothers and my sisters, for watching this video, and bye-bye for now.